Hello my friends, this is Jeannie. Welcome back. This is going to be a process video. In this video, I'm going to share with you my process for creating some artist trading coins. Artist trading coins are new to me. Until recently, I have never heard of an artist trading coin. It was only after I watched a video that was posted by Crafty Hodges where she shared her process for creating these coins that I actually learned about it. And the impression I got from watching her video is that I think she's the one who kind of came up with this whole concept. So in any event, because hers is the first video I saw, I'm going to link it down below so that you can check her out. After watching her video, I did watch a few other videos just to see if the size that she used was the standard size used by anyone who creates these coins. And from the 3 or 4 videos that I have watched, it seems that the standard size for these coins is 2.5 inches. So if you have a circle punch that is 2.5 inches or a die cut, a circle die cut that is 2.5 inches, this is a perfect project for that tool. Most of us have paper punches, I think, in our crafty arsenal. I went through my tools and I found 2. I found this older one by Recollections. It's a bit of a beast, but it still works. And I found this one by EK Success. So was pretty thrilled that I had these, and so didn't have to go through the whole process of tracing circles and cutting them out, which by all means you can totally do if you don't have a circle punch. I also knew that I wanted to recycle some of this beautiful packaging from some Gorgeous Girls paper doll kits that I recently purchased. I purchased them from thecatsmeowshop.com. I posted that whole video. Soon thereafter, I posted a video where I shared with you my process for assembling them. And now I'm going to, I guess, complete this project by now recycling the packaging for those paper dolls. I love the images on these packages. They definitely shouldn't just be discarded. Definitely worth recycling them. So what I did was I cut the packaging apart so that it was easier for my circle punch to reach some of the images. I went in with my circle punch. As you can see, here's one of the areas where I cut out and I punched out an image. Here's another one where I punched out the image. So the bigger ones I left alone. Those I can use for a different project. But the smaller images that looked like they can fit in that 2.5 size circle, I went ahead and punched them out. So when I punched them out, I had these coins, right? Perfect 2.5 inch circles. I suppose you could use it as is, just decorate the background, ink up the edges, and you can call it done. But I wanted to create my own backgrounds. So what I did was, once I punched out the image, I went in with some scissors and fussy cut some of the background away. Not all of it, just some of it. And what I ended up with were some of these images, which I think are gorgeous. Isn't she beautiful? Here's another one. This is after I fussy cut them out. Here's another. And another. And I didn't cut away all of the background. I left some of it just to have some different contrast, just to have contrast in background and just to have some interest. I left some of the background. So I did all of that. Once I punched them out and fussy cut them out, I also used a black marker to cover up any of the white edges, just to give it a bit more of a finished look. Okay, so once my dolls were complete, I put them to the side and started working on the backgrounds. To create the backgrounds, all I did was I took some heavyweight cardstock, and this is Recollections 110-pound paper cardstock, and punched out a bunch of circles using the same circle punch that I used to cut out or punch out my girls. I punched out a bunch of these circles, okay, and then I used all sorts of stuff to create these different backgrounds. I used Dylusions ink sprays. I used these Perfect Pearls mist. I mean, it's just a great way to use up items in your stash. And I had such a blast, you guys. You don't even know. I just kept inking away, coloring away. I used washi tape. I used paint. I used anything and everything. I used stamps. Okay, here are some stamps. Those are these. Let me find them for you. Those are the Tim Holtz stamps. Let me put this down for 1 second. That I picked up, these Tim Holtz stamps that I picked up from Tuesday Morning when they last had that mega Tim Holtz event sale. I used some of these. I used the light bulb. I used the stack of books. I used this little compass directional thing here. I also used, there was one other one, also Tim Holtz. I seem to have Tim Holtz on the brain. I used this Tim Holtz ATC stamp. I don't know the name of it. I don't know the name of it. Oh, it's actually called Flourishes. I think it is. Maybe your eyesight's better than mine. It's right there. I can't really see it. But I inked that up and I stamped some backgrounds. I used, oh my gosh, I tell you, here's that Flourishes one. Isn't it gorgeous? Okay, a little bit of everything. And there's no rhyme or reason. There's no rule. Just use whatever's in your stash. I created different textures, different colors, and just punched them out. Here I used some paste, some texture paste to create, and a stencil to create some hearts. I also put down some tissue paper on this particular circle before I punched it out, just to create some texture. Can you see that texture? So again, it's just a great way to use all kinds of everything that's in your stash. That I enjoy playing with paints and inks and whatnot, so this was a good fun time for me. I created these backgrounds. I punched them out. I distressed the edges not edges, edges, with some distress ink, and now I'm at the point where I'm going to adhere my doll onto them. So I didn't record the whole creating the background process because there's really no rhyme or reason for doing that. It's just plain, and sometimes you end up with some happy accidents. Like here is this beautiful combination of different sprays in the green family, and it just played well together, and I got this nice green variation in the background, which was pretty cool. Accidentally sprayed it with some pink. I got pink everywhere, as you can see, but it worked out well for me. Then I stamped it with that Flourishes stamp, and just look how beautiful that is. Inked the edges. I also used some of this Distress Glaze for the first time. I recently purchased this. This is supposed to seal any distress inks or product that you use to make it water resistant, so it doesn't get activated should it come in contact with water. So that's essentially how I created my backgrounds, and I'll share with you. Look at the backgrounds. All happy accidents. I never go, look at this one. This is my favorite one. It is awesome. Happy accident. I couldn't really tell you how I created that. That was big time accident. I just play with colors. Look at that. And what that glaze does, it just makes everything pop. It just makes the color that much more vibrant. I love it. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. There's a background. Here's another one. So I could never recreate these backgrounds again because I just throw things on my mat, play with them, and hope for the best. So some of these turned out great. Those are the 6 I decided to go with. That one really is my favorite. I mean, I'm so sad I can't recreate that. I would love to, but I would have no idea how. And I made it, and I couldn't tell you how to recreate it. You just play with your inks and have fun. So now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to use my glue and adhere these images onto their background. Isn't she pretty? She definitely belongs there. So let me glue. I hope everybody's having an awesome weekend. I think this one is clogged, so oh yeah. Let's move on to this one right here. The problem with these glues is I leave them open. And by the time I realize that I left them open, it's too late. Damage done. They've already dried up. So I have to go in with a pin and unclog that. But as I was saying, I hope everybody's having an awesome, awesome weekend. I'm having a nice, chilled, relaxed weekend. Spent most of the day cleaning. Yay, right? And whatnot. And finally decided to sit down and reward myself with some crafty time in my craft space. So we're gonna press this down. It's late here. I tend to do most of my crafting late at night. I think I've mentioned that before. It's just quieter here. The kid is asleep. The dogs are asleep. The husband's asleep. Everyone's asleep. So I don't have to worry. I think that looks really cute. Doesn't that look cute? That looks beautiful. So I think I'm going to turn this over and put it on top just to have some pressure that'll help that to continue to dry. Let's go ahead and now stick her. I think, let's see. I think she would look good, something like that. I want to see some of that. I want to see some of that. There we go. I like that. Some of that print in the background. Yep, I like that. So we'll go with that. Oh boy. It's super cold here in New York. No snow yet, though, out in Long Island. I was in the city. I work in the city. I was in the city earlier this week, and there were a couple of mornings where they had snow flurries, but even then, nothing serious. So I'm kind of happy about that. I'm not a big winter baby. I don't like winter. Not a fan of winter. But is what it is, right? I think she looks really cute. Now, my tip to you, if you do create these, before you put your images onto your card, your coin, I should say, or create any dimension or whatnot on your coin, if you have a stamp, like a channel stamp or something that you intend on using to put your information on the back of the coin, definitely do that before. Stamp that on there before you start gluing things or creating dimension on the front of your coin, because once you add all that dimension or any dimension, your coin is not going to lay flat anymore. So at least not 100% flat, and it's going to make it nearly impossible for you to stamp onto the back, because you're not going to be working on a flat surface, so you're not going to get a clean stamp. Okay, I would also recommend that you use a heavier weight cardstock for these coins, just to keep them from warping. And just, I always feel like a little bit of heft is a good thing. It just feels nicer in my mind. So that's why I use the 110 cardstock. If you don't have 110, you can double up on whatever you have. If you have 65 or 80, just double up on the circles. I think what I might do, just because the back of all of these coins are a little messy, what I decided to do was, once everything is dry, I'm going to take another disc or coin and glue it on the back to make it cleaner, and that has my information. Don't freak out, that's my P.O. box. I wouldn't be flashing my home address, but what I did was I punched out some blank circles, stamped on my information, and then I will glue that on to the back of these coins just to clean up the back. Don't have to do that, but I like, you know, just to see some cleaner, I just like a cleaner presentation. I'll just leave it at that. So here is the one that's my super favorite. I love, love, love the way this turned out. That is One Super Happy Accident. That was all just the Dylusions spray and some water. Yeah, that looks really nice. So I think I'm going to glue her on that way. Definitely my favorite one. So yeah, this is a great way to recycle packaging, which I'm a big fan of, recycling anything. I try to use as much of an item as I can, and with Santora London, it's super easy. I used, for those paper kits, I used obviously the kit itself. I created the beautiful dolls, and I will link that video down below so that you can check it out. And now I'm using the packaging. Isn't she beautiful? Gorgeous. So we have 2 more to go. So these are super easy to make. I love the idea of them. It's definitely a twist on an artist trading card. I love artist trading cards. I have hundreds of them in my collection. And I'm not exaggerating when I say I have hundreds of them in my collection. I really do. I've hosted challenges in the past where I received like 50, 60 artist trading cards at any given time. So and I've hosted a few of those challenges. So I have tons of artist trading cards. I love them more. They are my source of inspiration when I'm feeling like I need some inspiration. This one turned out cute too. Here she's holding a little candle, and I stamped a light bulb in the background. So I thought that was a cute play on her candle light and the light bulb image in the background. And I'm thinking I need to do an artist trading coin type challenge, because I really, really do love these. These are awesome. I think I'm going to put her that way. Yes, that looks awesome. Or do I want her that way? Decisions. Nope, I like her that way. So, super easy project. This is a great way to use up any paper scraps you might have. If you have smaller stamps that you've purchased and you're not quite sure how to use them, here's an opportunity to use them on a teeny tiny little 2.5 inch round canvas to create beautiful artist trading cards. Trading coins, right? ATCs, artist trading coins. Yeah, that looks great. I love that. Oh my goodness. These are my first ones, and I love the way they turned out. So here we go. Here's one. She looks beautiful. Another. Goodness gracious. What a great way to recycle packaging. Oh, a lot of the work is already done for you. The images are beautifully colored. Look at that. Beautiful. You can even use these, excuse me. You can punch a little hole in them, string them up on some baker's twine and use these as ornaments, decoration. You can string a bunch of them together and create tiny banners. These are just gorgeous. And they do fit inside of the pockets of oh my gosh, those, what are they called? The sleeves that we all use to make the pocket letters. These fit in there perfectly. So you can make an entire pocket letter of these. But how awesome are they? So now to finish this up, all I would do is I would attach, and let's just do one now. I would attach the clean background with my channel stamp information, with my channel information and my address. So let's go ahead and do that. I might have to go a little bit off camera here just to make sure everything lines up. So the front would look like that, and the back would have the information. I wish my other glue was working, because it's a super quick dry glue. This one, I need to apply a little pressure to get it to stick. It doesn't dry as quickly. Same brand, but just different type of glue. This one is the monoliquid glue, multi-monoliquid glue, which dries super quick. And this one is the monoliquid glue, but it's the aqua one, which doesn't dry as quickly. So it allows you some time to adjust your project before you get a permanent stick. But since I'm an impatient person, I really love this one. I probably go through, I don't know, gosh, probably about 3 or 4 of those a month. Easily. I have to figure out where I can buy them in bulk, so it's a little more cost effective. But the monoliquid glue. Okay. So now what I would do, there we go. What I would do, because I could see a little bit of that white edging in the background, is to cover that up. I would simply take my Distress ink and cover that up. Just like that. Because it is going to bug me. And just like that, it's covered up. There you go. This will cover up any white edges, exposed edges. And now you have this beautiful artist trading coin. It is absolutely gorgeous. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to continue to put my coins together. And yeah, I'm going to link, as I said, I'm going to link Crafty Hodges' video down below so that you can go check out her video. She made some beautiful coins. And if this is something that you haven't done, but it looks like something you would like to do, then I say just whip out your supplies and get her done. Don't be intimidated. Don't overthink it. Just do it. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. I truly do appreciate it. I'm going to let you go, but I'm going to continue working on these. And the thumbnail will probably be a photo of them totally finished. And I'll also post a picture of each of them, a close-up of each of them on my Instagram. So in addition to Crafty Hodges' video, I'm also going to post the haul video where I post the link where I will lead you to the video where I purchased the paper doll kits, and then I will link you to the video where I share the process of putting them together. And then here we are today using the packaging that they came in. So I feel like I have 100% used up that entire product, and I'm super happy about that. Until next time, my friends, be well, be safe. I'll catch you in the next video. Bye bye.